Are you right wing or left wing? Um, my favorite wings are, um, honestly, I really like buffalo wings.
Happy Friday and welcome back to Through the Muck and the Mire. I'm your host, David Hollifield. This is the second installment of Positive News. If you couldn't tell by the title that you just clicked on to get to this video, the first story that I want to talk about is John Jackson. He is a veteran. He's been through a lot of adversity. I want you to go look and read his story yourself. I'm going to link it. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be linked in the information underneath the video. If you're on, one of the audio apps, then just go look it up yourself, either on either Google or Facebook. You can find it in either place. But he created Stag Vets, which is a nonprofit organization. And through Stag Vets, he created Comfort Farms. And Comfort Farms is what I really want to focus on. It is an agricultural program, and it now has an educational aspect to it as well. He's starting classes in January. They're an agricultural class that's geared towards helping veterans combat their PTSD and TBI and other, any other lingering, invisible wounds that we have pretty much when we get back from active duty and, being overseas and stuff like that. So it's a really cool program. If agriculture is something that you're interested in, check it out. I think it has like a 25 to 30 student limit, and it starts in January. So it'd be best to go ahead and look into that now, so the classes don't fill up before you can get in. But yeah, I highly recommend you look up his story and read it, because it's, me reading it off a screen for you is not going to do it justice. But super strong man, and he not only did he come through the adversity, but now he's lifting other people up too, and that's amazing. So the next story is about this is just like a silly kind of side note that I felt like is worth throwing in there, because it's kind of just a cool story. But Reddit, there's a guy on Reddit that's a trucker. You might have seen this on Facebook, but he and some of his trucker buddies got to talking, and they brought up how kids these days don't do the fist pump, for the horn anymore. And I guess kind of like a nostalgia thing. They're like, man, that kind of sucks. Like, I wish they would do that. I miss driving down the highway and seeing a little kid, asking you to blow the horn, the air horn. So that got passed around a whole bunch. And, they're basically just asking you to tell your kids to start doing that and ask them to blow their horn, because, they're on the road countless hours. This country wouldn't run without the truckers. So any little small thing that we could do to make their day a little bit better, I think is awesome. And I actually did it a couple days after I read the story. The first time I was driving down the highway and did it, and the trucker that blew his horn for me he seemed pretty excited about it. So that's pretty cool. The next story is about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Villanueva is a former Army Ranger, I believe, that went to the NFL. And everybody should know at this point that the NFL is doing like they're letting the players make statements about Black Lives Matter. You can wear different people's names on the back of their helmets and stuff like that to raise awareness for, I don't really think the awareness needs to be raised anymore at this point. The freaking half the country's burning down. But this is positive news, so we're going to focus on the positive here. So instead of focusing on a victim of police brutality, Villanueva, being a veteran, thought it would be a good idea to raise up the name Alwyn Cashe. I hope I pronounced that right. But Alwyn Cashe is an African American soldier who died in Iraq, saving other people's lives. So he was in a Bradley fighting vehicle, I believe. It hit an IED, blew up the vehicle. It was on fire. And he, basically risked his life, burnt his whole body, pulling his men out of the vehicle. And ultimately, he ended up losing his life because of the burns. But he did save some people in the process. And I believe that, the military didn't do him justice with the, he did get awards for it, but posthumous awards, but he didn't get the Medal of Honor, and he deserved it. And it's gone up to every level at this point now. It's been approved by everybody that needs to. It's just waiting on the president's approval. So Donald Trump, if you're listening, I know you're not. I know you're listening to my channel. Give that man the Medal of Honor, because he deserves it. And it's he'll be the first Black American to fight in the Iraq War to receive the Medal of Honor. And, I think that that's worth putting on the back of your helmet because we can talk about injustices all day. One thing that is also, I think, easily provable is that black people do not get the credit and awards that they deserve in the military historically either. So really cool that Villanueva, thinking outside the box and, bringing that home to, push up a message about a veteran that literally sacrificed his life for other Americans. So there's that one. I think the last thing that I really want to talk about is just, there's two things. So first off, myself, if you follow me on social media, you've already seen it, but I was contacted by a production company that apparently liked some of my content on the Why I'm Voting Libertarian video. And they want to use it in a documentary on Joe Jorgensen, which I think is awesome. I've only been filming for like 6 months. So the fact that somebody was like, hey, this is cool enough to put in a movie, I think that's pretty sweet. So hopefully they actually use it. Obviously I said yes, but yeah, so there's that. And then obviously I'm going to be pushing that out. If it does end up happening, you will see it on my channel. But the last thing was about CBD. I just wanted to share a discount program. I'm not affiliated with this company whatsoever. They didn't pay me to say this. It's just a product that I personally use, and the program is awesome. So it's called Lazarus Naturals is the company. They already have like possibly the best prices in the market for CBD because that stuff is expensive, especially if you go to a smoke shop to get it. If you order through them online, it's already pretty cheap, but or inexpensive, I should say. It's not cheap, but cheap meaning not good quality. I mean inexpensive. So anyways, they offer 60% off for veterans, military members, but also disabled people who are not in the military, just anybody that has a disability, and also people with low income. So that's 3 groups of people that potentially really need CBD for all kinds of different reasons. There's also, by the way, please look up CBD if you haven't already. It's worth looking into. It's a great alternative. If marijuana is legal in your state, then that's also a great alternative. But if THC is not legal, then at least CBD probably is. I don't know if it's legal in all 50 states now, but I know at least for Georgia it is. But there's plenty of science behind it. It helps with insomnia, back pain, all kinds of different things that you could be taking a prescription medication like an opiate for. But obviously it doesn't come with the same type of the risk of, like an overdose or dependency issues and stuff like that. So I highly recommend it. It's super easy process too. You just get on their website. I'm pretty sure it's got a very obvious program like tab at the top of the screen, and it's a short application. They got back to me within a day, I believe. And it's 60% off up to like $400 per month. And that's $400 a month after discount. So they're not even taking into account the full price of the product. They're only doing the discounted price, which is amazing. It's more discount than probably anybody, or more product than anybody's probably ever going to need just for themselves. So I figured that would be worth sharing. So there you have it. And if you have any stories, either a personal story, something that happened to you, something you saw, or just a regular media article that you'd like to share with me, either drop it in the comments or you can message me on social media. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.